Howdy, folks. It's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you.
And I'm Uncle Bill. How y'all doing?
I hope y'all are doing fine on this fine Monday, August the 9th, is I guess when we'll put this out, because we need to tell people about an interview. Well, it's kind of like a live Q&A type thing that we're doing this Friday the 13th. This coming Friday is the only Friday the 13th of this year, Uncle Bill.
Isn't that weird how they come around? But we always like to do something special for people, for the people that watch the show whenever Friday the 13th comes around. And this year is no exception. We did this for years on the original DEADPIT show, where we tried to have some big name come in from the series and do an interview. And this year is no exception. Tell them.
Yeah, it's our good buddy, Junior Hubbard, a.k.a. Ron Sloan, from Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, one of our favorite entries in the whole series. And Ron is one of those guys that we've kind of kept in touch with off and on through Facebook, and he often credits DEADPIT as the reason he's going to conventions. We hooked him up with the man behind convention, Sean Clark.
Yeah, he's pretty much the man behind everybody that does conventions. I'll say that.
Yeah. So he's been doing lots of shows. They did the Flashback Weekend a couple weekends ago in Chicago. It's the Friday the 13th 5 reunion. Something else he's also working on that we'll definitely have to talk about. I'm not sure how much you know about this, Uncle Bill. It's a movie. It's actually a new slasher movie called 13 Fanboy.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that, so that'd be interesting to hear about.
Yeah, where I think the plot of it is this fan is crazy obsessed with Jason Voorhees, and he goes after actual stars. So the people from Friday the 13th are playing themselves. Like Ron is playing Ron Sloan, and they're going after the stars and the people that were in the movie. So that's kind of an interesting take on it. I'm not sure how much they can get away with there, if the killer is going to be kind of like a copycat Jason killer, or how that's going to work, but we'll talk about that for sure as well. And the movie, oddly enough, is written by Deborah Voorhees, who you remember as Debbie Sue Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 5 as well, who is also in the movie. So a lot of cool stuff happening there. May not get a Friday the 13th movie for a long time, but that movie I think is coming out in October.
Oh, hell, I had no idea. Yeah, that should be something really interesting. It's more like just a slasher, kind of straight up slasher film. Like you were saying, though, I mean, well, if Alone in the Dark can get away with showing that hockey mask and shit killer like they did, I'm pretty sure they can get away with just about anything as long as they don't call him Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, so we'll have to see on that. But yeah, I talked briefly to him a little bit today. He's a pretty busy guy, sounds like. So, but he's excited about doing it, and is going to answer the fans' questions live as well. So if you guys want to get in there, it is this coming Friday, the 13th, starting at 9 o'clock. He's going to be live streaming on the DEADPIT YouTube page. So it'll be kind of cool to catch up with him a little bit. We had him on the show years and years ago, probably about 15 years ago at this point.
God, it really has been a long time, I know.
Yeah, so, yeah, and those characters, Ethel and Junior, is probably my favorite in the whole movie, maybe the whole franchise, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's got one of the more memorable movies, and definitely the two most memorable characters in that whole movie. So I'm looking forward to it. I looked forward to it when we did it 15 years ago, but then we didn't have the advent of live video technology like we do now. So fuck, it's gonna be a whole new ball game.
Well, we're high-tech rednecks. Mayberry meets Star Trek, Uncle Bill.
That's right.
So
Forgot that was the lyrics, that shitty song.
Hey, that's the fucking possum, buddy.
High-tech.
So, redneck, Mayberry meets Star Trek. Fuck y'all.
I don't need your rocking chair.
Jar tall or you manicure.
Fuck.
He definitely don't need it now. I love you, George Jones. I'm sorry.
That's
It
true.
was just a bad joke. So, but yeah, we've got some other cool stuff that is going to be coming up this week. We're going to be taking a look at 1981 slasher trailers. That'll be a rather long video, and we're doing some other stuff. You know, a lot of people seem to enjoy our Anchor Bay Entertainment memories video. We'll be doing more stuff like that. I think immediately after that, we were talking about doing part 2 of that, which will come at some point. And Garrett was, I think you had went out this weekend as well looking for, you know, some old Anchor Bay DVDs, and I know that he found some. I didn't find any, but I did go looking as well. So,
yeah, it's weird because like that whole thing kind of reignited me wanting to buy like Anchor Bay stuff. So just going out to stores and looking for the DVDs, and they had some Blu-rays and stuff, but that's not really the same. Like the prime years of Anchor Bay was when they were putting out DVDs. Hard to find stuff, but you know.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff too is old at this point. Like 90, I would say 98 through 2002, 2003 is that era that we're mainly interested in. But yeah, if you keep looking on a regular basis, you're bound to come across this stuff at some point. So whenever I see that little logo on the bottom of the spine, I'll grab it at Goodwill.
Yeah, so we got lots of stuff coming out, lots of watch along kind of things. Yeah, we'll do all the stuff that the fans want to see. That's how we are.
Yeah.
We're very giving.
The Patreon, there's not going to be a Patreon review show for this month because both of them requested commentaries, Uncle Bill. Are you excited about that?
Yes. Yes and no, but it depends on what the movie is, I guess. But yeah.
Well, I can tell you the first one Carter Derdention requested was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. The Next Generation.
That'll be an interesting commentary. God damn.
Yeah. And oddly enough, Anthony requested. This one's kind of came out of left field because I kind of like this movie, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2.
Which I think is an underrated film. Like, it flopped, and universally people like say they hate it, but first time I watched it, I thought, well, this is like not Blair Witch, you know, not like the first film, but it's still a good horror film. I still think that.
Yeah, I'm interested in checking it out after all these years. I mean, it's been a while, but I do remember enjoying it. I think it's one of those movies, too, where it's got there's actually some hidden shit throughout the movie, so we'll try to keep track of that as well while we're doing the commentary. But both of those, we'll do those at some point, possibly this month. But we've got a lot of shit planned, so we'll have to wait and see. And horror conventions, Uncle Bill.
Right.
So,
I have a love-hate relationship with them, by the way.
I think we have come to the decision, though, that we are going to do the Fright Night Film Fest it's the first weekend in October. Let me see here. I think it's October the 1st through the 3rd.
I think you're right.
Right. But we're only going to be there the evening of the 2nd to do I don't know what we'll have set up as far as, I don't know what we've got to sell. I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't. I don't know what we have left. So I'll probably bring some shit. But basically, we're just there to kind of hang out, maybe do some interviews, and we're doing a live commentary.
So, if you've never seen us at a show or come to a convention or anything like that, now would be the time to do it because, you know, we don't do many shows, and honest to God, like there's not that many shows around anymore anyway that you don't have to drive 500 miles to get to. So,
right.
Come check us out, you bitches.
So yeah, as far as I know, yeah, that it's going to be. I don't know what time on Saturday night, but yeah, we'll be getting into town on Saturday evening, and we're going to do that on Saturday night and hang out with some people. If you guys are going to show up, we'll possibly be there a little bit early on Sunday as well. But it's going to be like a real limited thing because we don't have anything to sell. To be honest with you, I mean, I probably have a handful of T-shirts. Yeah. If anybody wants anything in particular, like a DVD or something like that, let me know, and I can possibly arrange that. But the big thing is to do maybe some interviews and to do the commentary thing.
Yeah, we're not really about selling a bunch of shit. Because like you said, that's not really how things work anymore anyway. People have online like shops and stuff like that. Like nobody brings shit out to sell much anymore. But what we're really about is meeting people, talking to people, doing some interviews, having some fun. That's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, and kind of bullshitting with people. So if you're in for that, FridayNightFilmFest.com. They actually have been adding some people. They've got a pretty decent lineup at this point. They're doing a Monster Squad reunion. I think primarily all of the monsters aside from Tom Noonan and the Wolfman, right? He's not going to be there, but the other ones are going to be there. Dracula, the Mummy.
See, who was the Wolfman? Was that, fuck, that wasn't Tom
Wolfman,
Woodruff, was it?
Tom Woodruff Jr. was the Wolfman. And then Tom Noonan, who we've already met at a show. So I'm thinking about bringing my Monster Squad poster, but if they're going to try to pull $40 a signature, they can kiss my ass. I wouldn't pay anybody that.
Yeah.
No. If it's $20, that's high enough if you ask me. But $40, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's the hate part of the relationship I have with cons. But the love part is going to be us just being down there and just hanging out. So
and getting to catch up with our good buddy Danielle Harris, who's going to be there.
God almighty.
Hi, Danielle. You know, I was going to talk to you today about your buddy. Yeah, Tony Murray.
I'm going to get drunk and say a whole bunch of bad shit about Halloween.
This piece of shit.
And you can come interview me.
Yeah, so we'll be starting to promote that a little bit more. And like I said, we're not going to be there the whole weekend, but if you want to come and check the show out, it's FridayNightFilmFest.com. And we'll have our thing. And Captain B Plan's going to be there, too, for his couple of fans that want to come by and meet him.
That's like 5 minutes from his house, man. That ain't the shit for him to be there. He better be there.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So, that's all for the video, though. Had a couple of announcements. And like I said, FridayNightFilmFest.com, Saturday night. I don't know what time yet, but don't panic. That's all I'll say. I think that's the plan. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So, and Ron Sloan coming up this Friday for Friday the 13th. Q&A. He's a real cool guy. I'm sure he'll stay with us a little while, unlike some people I've heard recently, which sucks. I was going to send him a message, but man, I think we both could have told him.
Yeah.
That, no.
I never will forget, man. I will never forget this. I don't know why, but it's like, this is what happens at these shows a lot of times, too. A lot more times than people would like to admit. Like, you went up to him first. I was standing behind you, and I was going to go up to him and meet him, right? And he was on his fucking phone. You walk up to him. He signed it, didn't he? Like
he signed the poster. It, and then
he's still talking on the phone.
Yeah, I was wanting a photo. He took my $20. I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he was like,
"Yeah." And he never got
on the phone. Was like, "Hang on, just a second, man."
And then he put it behind his back, and then
and took the photo. Which
I was watching that, and I was just like, "Nope, I ain't fucking doing that."
Yeah, I mean, just that experience alone, and I can tell that we were actually. I requested him at one point, and we were kind of, you don't know. That's all I'll say. I won't say who said that, but he's a little bit of a prima donna. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. But anyway.
So, anyway, hopefully, Ron's a good guy, though. We've interviewed him before. He'll stick with us a little while and answer your questions and stuff. So, but appreciate you all checking everything out. And stay tuned this Friday the 13th here on DEADPIT.com. Oh, my Lord. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DEADPIT on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old DEADPIT radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. DEADPIT on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.